Hey everybody, before we get into all of these crazy formulas for prisms and pyramids, we need to know what all of the language means. So for rectangular prisms, we've got length, width, and height. We know those. So in your chart, I want you to type in length and width and height. Know that those don't need to go in any kind of special order because I could turn this on a different base and then the length, the width, and the height change. It's still the same 3 letters, and we're going to use these 2 formulas. The triangular prism changes a little bit. So when we talk about the big B, we're talking about the base of the area of the base of the triangle. Let me say that a different way. Area of base triangle. Okay. And then the little b is the length of the base triangle. So that can be really confusing. The big B is this whole area. Okay, so that's 1/2 base times height. And then the little b is just that bottom length or kind of the width of the triangle. That's the base. Then I've got 2 H's as well. The H for the prism is this H. That's the height of the prism. Height, oops, that's an F, of the prism, okay? And then the other H is the height of the triangular base. Height of the triangle, okay? Perimeter is pretty easy. The perimeter is just the distance around that base. So you need to know all 3 sides of the triangle. Perimeter. I don't know why I forgot to put the B. Perimeter. The distance around the outside of that base. Okay, so triangular prisms are a little bit more complicated. We need to know the big B, which is the area of the base, times the height of the prism. And then we find that big B with a little b, which is the base of the triangle, times the height of the triangle. So there's 2 b's, 1 big and 1 small, and 2 h's. 1 h of the prism, and then 1 h for the triangle. And it's confusing. I'm using the blue h for the height of the triangle, and the black h for the height of the prism, or the, yeah. And then we've got square pyramid. Square pyramids get a little bit easier to look at. That big B we've already talked about. So that's the area of the base. This time it's a square base. And then we've got the height. That height is the height of the shape. And L is the slant height. Slant height or height of the triangle. Okay, so just like we had the height in this triangular base, we can have the height or the slant height of the triangles that make up the sides of the pyramid. And then, thank goodness, something is easy. Perimeter. Perimeter is the distance all the way around. So remember, area, you're going to multiply 2 things together. Perimeter, you're going to add several things together. So if you're finding perimeter of a triangle, you add 3 things together. If you're trying to find perimeter of a square, you're going to add 4 things together, or whatever the side is multiplied by 4. Now that we've got all this vocabulary, let's go see if we can try to solve some problems and use them. See you on the next slide.